Okay, so we're going to get started. So we haven't met before. So my name is Lucy, and I am the head of podcasting. What's your name?
My name is Azka Almas.
And what subject do you do?
It's a MSc Management.
MSc Management. Okay,
Yeah.
so how are you finding that? How are you finding like that course?
I am international student.
Yeah.
So as I worked in Pakistan, so I
Okay.
also have a background of management. I worked in a college, and I also worked in college department as a management coordinator. So in Pakistan, the work opportunities for the people who have international degree is really well. So that's why I started searching, and then I decided to have an international degree in the UK.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So
that
I
makes
think
sense. Yeah.
you want to join us.
Do you want to join in the conversation? We're having the conversation.
You've started already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got our little.
We've not started.
We've got our little mics on. It's on the big screen. So yeah, it's live.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just asking questions right now. So how was it coming over to the UK then? Like, is this the first time you've been over to the UK?
Yeah. It's the first time. Even the first time I traveled from my home country.
Yeah.
And I also traveled with my husband because I didn't have any experience to travel anywhere else, but he has experience because he was in Dubai. So that's why I traveled with my husband. But it's
Okay.
a really good experience.
Yeah. And what do you think of Bradford itself?
The Bradford is really good because there are too many Asians are available here. So it will be really good for the Pakistanis because the Pakistani community is so much available here, which
Yeah.
help the people and which guide you is so well about too many different things. Because as an international student, there are too many things which are bothered us. We don't know about the routes, about the system. So this will be really good.
Yeah. And then I guess my final few questions are, what do you know anything about Ramaire?
No,
No. Okay. So
there's too many things. Yesterday I just visited here, so I don't know.
so you don't know anything about Ramaire?
No,
That's
no.
insane. So we are a. So for anyone who doesn't know, we are not just you. We are we're historical because we've been around for forever. But we're a radio station, but we don't go on air anymore. We used to, but we don't anymore. And we create podcasts. So if you're looking to have a podcast, we've got things like international student podcasts
Yeah,
and true crime podcasts, which are really exciting. And we're looking to develop more podcasts.
yeah,
But yeah, it's been really nice to talk to you
yeah. Thank you.
today. Yeah.
And what are you studying here in the university?
Marketing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, which is why I'm here.
It's a bachelor's or master's?
Bachelor's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm undergrad. I'm
Oh.
in my first year.
Oh, that's
So I'm a
good.
little baby. Yeah.
And are you local here, and are you also international student?
No, so I'm from Leeds. So
okay.
Born and raised in Leeds. So I've not come far. But no, I came here because it was just a really good school for business. And
Okay.
as well, my parents came here when they met here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. As
a long
it's my,
time ago.
I'm also new here, and you're also new here. And
Yeah.
what's your view about the university?
I love the university. I think it's incredible because I live on campus, so I have like a different perspective than most people who come here because a lot of people commute in.
Yeah.
So I have. It's just so easy. It's so convenient. I live in the green, and like it's a short walk to get anywhere.
Yeah.
It's really good fun. So I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
But it's very different from being in secondary school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's so lovely,
Yeah.
and yeah. So I love Bradford. And
Okay, I think we completed. We
Yep,
didn't
we're done.
have any
We're done.
questions.
No.
About talk.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing is that so you're doing an MSc degree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
MSc Management. It's a
Management,
postgraduate course.
Yeah. So in terms of that course, is that because you're going back to a job and they've not asked you to come do it, but have you gone, I'm going to go do this course to further my job over in Pakistan?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
So when you when you've done with your course, you're going back to
Yeah,
Pakistan and you're going
definitely.
back
Yeah,
to your
yeah,
job that you've
yeah,
got
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because in the Pakistan there are so many opportunities for the people who have international degree. Because in the Pakistan, the first thing is that the master is 2 years,
Okay,
and
so it's longer.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
longer. And the other thing is that the course content is not as much wide, and I have more topics, the diversity of modules as compared to UK.
Okay.
So
Which is
that's why.
crazy considering that it's 2 years
Yeah,
long and
yeah,
they
yeah,
don't go
yeah,
that
yeah.
wide.
And the
Yeah.
other thing is that in the Pakistan, after completing master, they're paying so well to the people who have international degree.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it
So
will
it's
be
worth
more.
it.
Yeah,
It's worth
yeah,
it for the money.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yes, also another reason that I spend on my 1 year and also the money
Yeah.
here to get the value of degree. So it will be enhance my profile, because I also have a master degree of physics, so it will be more beneficial for
In
me.
physics.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Smart.
yeah,
Really smart.
yeah,
Yeah, so because I'm doing my undergrad, so I haven't been into like the proper world of work yet. So I'm kind of considering whether I go straight into work or whether I want to do a master's like straight after I finish my degree. I'm kind of
yeah.
like debating it at the minute. So I'm thinking about going to do a master's in something at the uh, London University of Economics or whatever
Oh,
it's called.
that's
You know,
good. That's
a
good.
London School of Economics. That's the one.
That's good.
Yeah, because I just thought that might be fun. Might be quite fun. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Hope for the best.
yeah. Me too. Yes. But anyway, thank you.
Okay, okay.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
talking to me.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. It's really nice talking to you.
Yes, I will. So first question: what is your name?
My name is Lacey Ilekwa.
Cool. And where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Wow. So have you
Yeah.
come over from Nigeria? Can't even speak. Have you come over from Nigeria for university here?
Yes, I have
And are you doing an undergrad degree or a postgrad
a
degree?
postgraduate degree.
In what?
Yes, in applied artificial intelligence
Oh,
and data
wow.
analytics.
That's a really relevant course at the minute, isn't it?
Yes, yes,
Because
it is.
I study marketing and we have a
Okay.
module on AI and
Oh,
DA.
what module is
So
that?
it's the fundamentals of AI and data analytics.
Okay, okay.
So, yeah, incredible degree.
Yeah, it
And
is.
I think what I was speaking about with the last person that was here was, have you been in? Did you do university and then leave for a bit and go into work, and then have come back and done your masters, or have you gone straight from your degree to your masters?
I had like almost 5 years break.
5 years. Wow.
Yeah.
So you were working and doing things.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was.
So I feel like everyone has very different reasons why they come and do a masters at the university.
Yeah.
So like, what were your reasons for coming and doing a masters?
Okay, so you know this wave of everybody talking about tech.
Yes.
Tech. I want to
Tech,
go into tech, and where I was working, I was doing some data analytics
Yeah.
with customer data. Not so deep, but just mild. And somehow I just got interested, and I was like, okay, if I go further into this data analytics, I think I'm going to do good because it's something I've been doing before, So I started taking courses, online courses on Coursera, Udemy, Data Camp, and then I was like, you know what, I need to have a degree, for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was how I landed here.
When you did your undergraduate degree, did you do it in the UK or did you do it somewhere else? Or
I did it in Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
And how was that? How was that compared to like the UK schooling system that you're experiencing like now that you're over here? Was it like quite different or was it quite similar or?
Yeah, it's quite different.
Yeah.
It's quite different. The teaching patterns, the relationship with the course lecturers, the support system. It's quite different. It's quite very different.
I can imagine it. It's like a completely like different culture. I feel like no matter where you go in the world, if you go to a different country or a different place,
there's something.
It's gonna be different, isn't it?
Exactly. And when I came newly, the first thing that hit me hard was the cold.
The cold.
It was terrible. I'm surviving till now. I don't know how because from well, I'm coming from a very temperate region, and the lowest it can get in our temperature is about, let's say, 18 degrees.
Oh my gosh, tropical.
Yeah, 18 degrees. That's the lowest you can get. And
That's-
I'm coming here and I'm
yeah.
seeing
And that's
4 degrees.
Yeah, and 18 is like a pretty nice like summer's
Summer.
day. Yeah, I mean it does get higher than that, but like
Yeah.
18 is.
Yeah, so far it's been really good, and I can't wait. I look forward to, finishing my degree
Yes.
and getting a job and really practicing what my new passion
Yeah.
is in AI.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so like the course, does it feel like it's almost a bit rushed because it's just a year? Or does it feel like it's like the right amount of time?
Let me think. Um, I would say it's not like it's been rushed, and it's not like it's the right amount of time. I'll just
Yeah.
say it's in the middle.
Yeah.
Somewhat, because some courses are really very voluminous. Like
Yeah.
we did a course in ethics. There's a lot going on in AI ethics, and
Yeah.
having to do everything you have to learn in like 3 months to 4 months. That's a whole lot, but they're surviving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think like I thought that because I came up through I'm from Leeds, so I've
Okay.
come through like the entirety of like the UK school system. I've never been to a different one, if that makes sense. So
Okay.
in the times that I've never been at a school for like just a year, and like just done one bit of education, it's been just a year. So it feels really short because like I went to sixth form and that was 2 years.
Yeah.
And that felt like no time. It
No
didn't
time.
feel like
It
long
flew
enough.
so
It flew
fast.
so fast because if you think about it, you're already
Yeah.
halfway through, unless you've just started. But if you haven't just started, if you started in September,
I started in September.
yeah, then you're already halfway through your course, which is terrifying. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to do it. But if there's a way it can be spread, it would actually be better, so that
Really.
students have more time to like concentrate on a particular course, maybe one or two, and then dig deeper
Yeah.
into it, because we have like four or five courses in a semester.
Yeah. I feel like as well, I presume that when you come back and do a master's, it's like full-time education still.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
the
somewhat.
same as doing an undergraduate degree.
Yes, but it's not
But-
supposed to be like that, is it?
What do you mean?
Like, it's not supposed to be that feel of the same as doing an undergraduate
No,
degree.
yes, but it's like the same kind of like it's a full-time education type of thing where you could probably have a part-time job on the side, but that's about it. But I feel like if you could spread it out a bit more, then you could probably have a bit more than a part-time job, and you could sustain like a job, because at the end of the day, the people who are doing masters are often the people who have already like been in work and are coming out of that work to then come and do a master's.
Yeah.
So if they made it so that you could work at the same time, then it might be a bit easier. But that would be every university in the world adopting that, so which would be a lot harder.
Yeah.
So what differences have you found like in the UK compared to Nigeria?
Nigeria. What difference? Okay, I've talked about the weather.
The weather. We're in a storm right now, so I'm not surprised you're finding it cold.
I've
And it
talked about
keeps snowing. What's with the snow? We never have as much snow as we've had this year.
Oh, really?
Like for a very long time, I don't remember it snowing.
Snowing in
Like
Bradford or generally in the UK?
Generally in the UK, we don't have as like we've had it snowing 2 times,
Oh.
3 times. That just doesn't normally happen. Like it'll snow in April and March, which is weird. But
I was told it was going to get worse sometime in February.
yeah. Well, January is like the middle of winter.
Oh, okay.
So, and then in April it's like April showers, so it starts raining all the
April
time.
showers. Okay.
Yeah.
And one thing that struck me about the UK culture when I came here, from where I come from, when we use the word "I'm sorry,"
Yeah.
right? And when we tell someone "I'm sorry," it doesn't necessarily mean that we are the ones that caused the problem.
Yeah.
Right? If someone, for example, injures themselves and gets hurt, you say, did you wound yourself? Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
But when I came to the UK, I discovered it was the opposite. It was very different. You don't use "I'm sorry" randomly if you are not the one who caused the problem. So it kind of made me struggle really,
Yeah.
really hard. So when I see someone and I want to be compassionate, I just cannot say I'm sorry,
Yeah.
because it's a different interpretation in this environment.
Yeah. We do say I'm sorry a lot though. Like if we bump into lampposts, we'll say I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you caused it.
because we caused the
Yeah.
problem. Or if we like, it's just we do say sorry a lot, but we also don't say sorry for like if you're the one that was
That
in the
caused
bad
it,
situation.
So that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Over from where I come
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like more expensive over here compared to Nigeria, or is it like pretty much you haven't really noticed the difference? It's hard to tell because obviously it's like different currencies,
Yeah,
surely.
exactly,
So it's hard to
exactly.
tell
Yes.
without pulling out like your currency exchange,
Yeah.
like your
The exchange rate.
exchange rate.
Yeah. I don't really know which. So it depends.
Mhm.
It depends. Um, some things might be more affordable in the UK than in
Yeah.
Nigeria.
I guess it
For
depends
example, my
on
hair.
demand. Yeah.
My hair, I made my hair was very expensive here.
Yeah.
I won't pay the amount I paid for this hair if I was in Nigeria.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just depends on what you're purchasing and all that. I think housing in the UK is expensive.
Yeah. I think it depends where you are.
Yeah.
In inner cities, it tends to be like really expensive, but when you go to like the more rural areas, you can get houses for a lot cheaper, especially up north. As you go down to London, they start to get like
very
2 million
expensive.
for like a 2-bedroom flat, and it's like
Oof.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
But like up here, it's like a lot cheaper, especially in the Bradford area, I think. Anyway, and yeah, the houses are a lot cheaper, I'd say.
Yeah.
Up here.
Up here,
down
yeah.
south.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, we like they probably are more expensive than other places, but like we have like London, which just
and I know a couple of people who they live in Bradford, they work in Leeds.
Yeah.
Leeds
is really good. Not that I'm biased or anything, but Leeds is really good.
Probably because you've been there
Born and raised.
majority of the time.
Yeah. But yeah, I think have you got housing in like the city, or have you got like on like student accommodation on campus?
I stay like I personally wouldn't I'm not a fan of living far from the school environment because I can bump into the library anytime I want.
Exactly.
Stay as long as I want.
Exactly.
And just walk down, to my house. I just stay like a stone throw from the school.
Yeah.
It's not far. It's a student accommodation.
In like student accommodation.
Yeah.
That's good. I love student accommodation. I'm
Yeah,
really
it's cool.
enjoying living in it.
Oh.
The people who live with me are a bit like messy, but I feel like when you sign up to live in student accommodation, you sign up to live with that.
Yeah,
so.
you sign up for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my case, I think the students who live with me, they are cool.
That's good.
Everybody's tidy, we are trying. We're trying to make sure we keep, especially the kitchen, because that's what we share.
Yes.
The rooms are in suites.
Yeah.
So just the kitchen we share.
Yeah.
So, and it's cool. It's nice.
Yeah, that's good. And in your accommodation, I know that in the Green, which is where I live, there's it's a high population of international students. So, is that the same in the accommodation that you live in?
To be honest, my accommodation would be about 70 to 80% of Nigerians.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's quite nice to have that community, though, isn't it?
I don't know why. To be honest, I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. Like, there are a lot of Nigerians. Then you have.
But that's quite nice, though, because you kind of know what the culture of the people that you're living with is, and you understand like the way that they operate.
Yeah, we understand ourselves,
and the way that you operate is the same way that they operate.
Exactly.
Because what I've been finding is that I'm living with people from all different countries, and they have like different ways, different ways of like operating in a kitchen, different ways of managing like cleanliness and things like that, which has been hard
to cope with.
Yeah. But like it's just differences in culture and differences in like the way people do
things. Well, like you said, you signed up for it,
Yeah,
so
I signed up for it. I
and
did
then
sign up for
that's
it.
also an opportunity for you to like also learn about
Exactly.
people's food,
Yeah.
the culture of others when it comes
Because
to different things.
I'm learning so much about other people and like different cultures because I've lived in
Mm.
like a very white middle class area of
Yeah.
Leeds the majority of my life, with going to school in Harrogate. I don't know if you've heard of Harrogate.
No, I've not.
But it's a it's a posh again white middle class area.
Okay.
So I didn't have, in like high school and stuff, there was no diversity. It was all just like white people.
Oh.
And so now coming here, it's
meeting a
very
lot of
different, and I'm
people.
learning so much, and I'm loving it. I'm
So
absolutely
do you have
loving it.
Nigerians in your space?
No, I
Your
don't.
space? Oh, why?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Probably
think so.
you should test our jollof rice.
Yeah.
It's a meal.
I've heard that
You've
it's
heard
good.
of it's
I had not heard of
good.
it before I came to Bradford though, which is the only I mean, I'm learning things. And like I'm learning things about people's culture. So when I am at I'll be downstairs and I'm quite happy to like clean and empty the bins and like do that kind of thing. But if I'm downstairs and one of the boys in my building comes down, they will very happily insist that they will take over whatever I do. And it's just like a whole like new thing, because I don't know whether this is every family, but in the UK, a lot of the time it's like the men go to work and that's all they do. The women run the house, they manage the kids. And that is changing now as things are becoming more modern. But like at home, my dad forgets to do all the different things that my mum asks him to do, and my mum just ends up doing it. And he just goes to work and comes home, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But it's just weird to have that kind of like the male figure that will just come in it.
Yeah, I think probably what might be going on is the fact that they're like, no, you're a lady, you shouldn't be taking those heavy stuff,
heavy
down the
stairs, down to the
bin
where the rats are.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's nice to have people who, would help and all that. It's the same with where I live.
Yeah.
Like there's this particular guy.
Yeah.
It's like that's what he signed up for.
Yeah.
Before anybody thinks of doing it, he's done it already.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So one day we were talking in the kitchen and he was like that's what he has decided he's going to be doing in the kitchen as his own support or his own way.
Lovely.
Yeah, so like twice in a week he empties the bin. All the time. I have never emptied the bin before. So what I do is I just buy the bin bin bag at least to support.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
see, that's what I do. I buy the bin bags and then just hope someone else does it. Because they make a mess. They like to make a mess. It's when you don't replace the bin bag and then they just put the stuff
inside
in the bin, and
makes
then
it a mess. Yeah.
The amount of times that I've had to like pour boiling hot water into
to clean
it all out is ridiculous.
No, that doesn't happen at where I stay. Like we use the bin. So once the bin on the table, once we see it's finishing, I really don't know who does it, but somebody just randomly buys and drops. I've bought before.
Yeah.
And some other people have bought before. I don't know who buys it, but there's always at every point there's always at least one or two wraps of bin bags on the table.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
so if you can't take out the trash, you can buy the bin wraps,
Exactly. It's all about like working together and
working together,
learning to live with other people.
Yeah. So are you September?
I came in September, but I'm first year undergrad.
Okay. Oh, so, nice.
And I came straight from secondary school, so I'm freshly 19, a little baby, and everyone around me is like older than me, and it's quite funny actually.
Nice.
It's like
And why are you studying marketing?
Yeah, I'm studying marketing because I mean I take after my dad. My dad knew he wanted to do accounting since he was 7.
Okay.
Which sounds so boring. Every time I say people, it's just such a funny thing to say. Like my dad was like a little 7-year-old boy going, "I want to be an accountant." But no, he he definitely was like, I want to be an accountant. And
Yeah.
so I decided from an early age that I wanted to do something in business, because my dad's worked in business his whole life. It's what we talk about. We have family dinners, so it's what we talk about over the dinner table, like dad's work. And mum knows all the terms. And then when I got to secondary school, I did like business studies for A-level and GCSE. So eventually, like, I just kept on doing it, and then I kept on like studying the subject until I was like, I don't want to do like law and economics and all the stuff that you do with the
in
normal
secondary
business
school, do
management
they just asking to know how it works here,
Yes.
as opposed to where I'm coming from? Do you guys do something like maybe science class and arts class?
Not in university, not for undergraduate.
No, not undergraduate. I mean secondary school.
Yes. So we have like 2 stages of secondary school between 11, I think. Yeah, 11 and 18. So you got 2 stages. The first one is until you're 16. And that's your GCSE time. So you have like the first 2 years, which are just like getting used to high school and secondary school, and you're doing like a range of subjects, so science, maths, English,
so
textiles, food technology, all sorts, like everything, music, art, everything. And then when you get to your GCSEs, you kind of pick 4 subjects, and you also do English, maths, and science. So the 4 subjects are like, you have to do history or geography, you have to do a language, and then you get 2 optional subjects, so you can basically pick anything of what they allow you to do. And once you do that, you then go on 6th form, which is 16 to 18. Well, 19 really, but you do like, you can just do anything there really. But
and the second stage,
so you at that point you don't have to do English, maths, or science. And you don't have to do you don't have to do any subjects. You get to pick 4 subjects that you want to do, 3 or 4 really. But yeah. And then you come to university and do it all over again.
Okay, so the subjects you pick in the second stage, it's more like preparing you for the university if you want to further to the university.
Because some universities have specific words, specific subjects. So like when you get into that bit, you then do, it's like more in depth learning, and like you slim down your knowledge to like progress into a particular area when you go on to your like university or an apprenticeship. So like I did business studies, design technology, so that's creating products and stuff like that. And then I also did French, because they would all, I can't speak French, don't get me wrong. Like whenever I tell people I did French, because I love French, and I'm continuing to learn it, but it just doesn't come naturally to me. My mum is fluent, and we go over a year, but it just like I got an E in it. It does not come naturally to me. But I wish it did, but it just doesn't. And I've tried so much. I tried all sorts to try and get it to come, but no. So yeah, but
what was the 4th course? The 4th subject?
My 4th one was core maths, which is like applied maths. So it's all like tax and national insurance and student loans and all that kind of thing.
Related
so it's a bit
to
more
marketing.
Well, yeah, because we do an accounting and finance course module, and it's really helped me with that, which is good.
Well, it's good to know that you're not being, as in, you don't have to do maths and English.
Although I say that now, but Rishi Sunak, our Prime Minister, would like to change that so that you do that, so that you at least do maths until you're 18, which we all think is ridiculous. But
because not everybody loves maths,
and not everyone needs to do it for what they're going to do, and not everyone can even get the GCSE. So making everyone stay till they're 18 to do their maths A-level is just a bit. I think it's just a bit counterintuitive.
But anyways, I presume, so, for example, if you're a lawyer, you might not need maths, would you?
No, you're probably more likely to need like English. Or history or something like that. At my 6th form, we offered a government and politics A-level, so like something like that.
Politics need maths because they do a lot of calculations. When it has to do with numbers,
Too true, but it might be very clear that they don't request maths when they're doing it when they're hiring politicians, because
I
don't know. But yeah, I think it's quite a unique schooling system over here compared to other places, because you can leave when you're 16. You don't have to stay till you're 18.
You can leave when you're 16.
Yeah, you can go go
to the university?
No, you go and get like an apprenticeship.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Because I usually see this apprenticeship adverts,
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah.
The last careers,
Booster.
no, not
No,
booster,
career.
careers, I don't know,
Fair?
careers fair, yeah.
Yes.
Last career fair, I saw quite a number of companies who were advertising for apprenticeship,
Yeah.
and
So
I was curious, like I was like, okay, what's this apprenticeship about? And they're like,
yeah.
it's only for secondary school or high school. If you're a master's degree holder or an undergraduate, you're not qualified for it.
Which is
Some
weird
of them.
how it was here. But yeah.
So I'm like, wow, someone can just get out of secondary school, do apprenticeship, and you're good to go.
Yep. It's generally in like things like plumbing or electrician jobs. There are other ones that they're starting to expand the apprenticeship, but the
Yeah.
classic ones are in those kind of hands-on
Yeah, and I'm also seeing.
jobs.
I've also seen apprenticeship in tech.
Yeah. There's a lot of them in tech actually. Like, but
2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, they tend to be after university, not after the second part of secondary school, sixth form.
Okay.
So you can't get those generally from 16. You have to have
Mhm.
done like your A levels or equivalent qualifications
Yeah.
to get those kinds of apprenticeships, because they want to know that you have like some further knowledge than just the basic knowledge to do a tech thing. So
Yeah.
people like IBM often offer tech apprenticeships
Yes.
and stuff like that. And yeah, but you can get an apprenticeship from 16, but they have like you get paid to do it basically.
Exactly. So
but then it's
cool.
it's a much lower wage than the minimum wage. They have like their own special like wage bracket. Yeah.
Okay.
You can also do something called a degree apprenticeship, which is different from an apprenticeship, which is where you also get an undergraduate, like a BSc degree, along with doing the apprenticeship. So they're really good. But
so why did you go for the one you went for?
BSc marketing.
Yeah. Why didn't you go for like apprenticeship or something?
I was going to go for a degree apprenticeship, but
okay.
I really wanted to live uni. Does that make sense? Like, I wanted to do the societies, the sports. Because when you think about it, you're working a full-time job when you're doing a degree apprenticeship and doing an undergraduate degree. Because I was going to do one with Morrison's, and that would be a degree from Bradford in management, business and management. So it would be like the same that like most people are getting here. Like a lot of people that I'm studying with are getting here. But yeah, I decided that it was just a little bit too much for me, and I wanted to be able to do stuff like ReFreshers and the other sports and societies and like
experience the student life.
Exactly, and also get experiences that aren't like one thing. Like, because a degree apprenticeship would have been like I worked at Morrison's and I got a degree, and that would be it.
Yeah.
Whereas like here I'm doing I'm a
podcast.
I'm a podcast. I've got my podcast thing. I'm a student rep. I'm all sorts. I'm like doing everything that I can.
And you're learning too.
Yeah, exactly. So I just thought that this was the better way to go, and it's been right for me. I think it was the right way to go. I think I would have been too stressed on. I think I would have been too stressed on the degree apprenticeship because it's hard. It's demanding.
Well, it's a good thing to have a variety of options.
Yeah.
Students don't just have to be forced into going to the university.
Exactly.
There are other options.
Yeah.
1 month's food is another month's poison.
Yeah.
I might like something, you might not like that thing.
Yeah.
We are going to the same destination. The most important thing is having a skill.
Yeah.
That you can do something you're passionate about, make money from it, and take care of your life.
Yeah, I was quite lucky that my parents were very supportive of me doing what I wanted to do. My parents actually both came here. They met here.
Oh,
which
nice.
is really cute.
Yeah.
But which is actually quite funny because they, when they were here, ReFreshers was a thing. So it was like 30 years ago now.
Wow.
And ReFreshers was a thing, and one of their friends was a DJ on ReFreshers and stuff like that. So like ReFreshers been going forever. But yeah.
So it's possible you might also meet maybe someone here. Since your parents met here, who knows?
I think my boyfriend would be upset if I met someone here. I think my boyfriend would be very upset if I met someone here.
All right.
No, but I met him just before I came here. Like
Oh,
we've been together
okay.
6 months now, so
Yeah.
it's my longest relationship. So I'm proud of myself. But yeah, no, I don't.
Okay.
I hope I don't meet anyone here because otherwise
No
that could
problem,
cause
no problem.
problems.
That's
But
fine,
yeah,
that's fine, that's fine. That was just a joke.
yes, but yeah. So living Bradford, living
Yeah.
the university. Yeah, it's been good.
I can't wait to graduate and just explore what life has for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Cool.